Hey everyone, how's it going? Oh, get stuck into it soon. Oh, what a day. Again, it's always busy. Always busy. But that's a good thing. Busy is a good thing. Keeping hydrated. Learning how to multitask quite well, actually. I'm working away on the computer and getting washing done and folding the washing and putting it away. And when I used to do it at home, yeah, it didn't last long. You never put it into piles because there was like 5 of us, so the pile would go up really high, just fall over, you know. I don't have that problem now. It's just me. My daughter does her own. Yay. Oh, jeez. What a day. Tom has done paid for the clicks, and he's paid for 1,000 clicks. Used some of his money because you've still got money from people filtering in, which is great. So keep that up with the co-op. Keep sending that money in. The people who have said I'm in and haven't done it yet, please do so now. There's a post up there that tells you if you either want to send PayPal or Bitcoin. And then just write in the comments sort of thing, you know, sent and whether it was PayPal or Bitcoin, so we know where to look. Yeah, so he's paid for 1,000 clicks. Now the goal is we really want to get to 10,000 clicks. The reason you want to get to 10,000 clicks, because even if you got a 10% conversion, you'd still get 1,000 people coming in, and that's what we want. So yeah, do the math. This is probably the best way for people who are scared of recruiting, you know, don't like talking to people, things like that, don't know how in the first place, and are slowly learning or don't want to learn either. They just want to go into something and do nothing, and that's fine. Just don't complain. And you know, and this is good for people who do advertise on Facebook and stuff like that. It's a really good way for people who don't know how to recruit, or, like, as I said, are uncomfortable with talking to people and don't know really what to say, you know, because you've just come in or you've learned a little bit, but what if I get the hard question? So it makes you a bit, you know, bit of anxiety, and that's normal, guys. Okay, so don't worry about anxiety. A lot of people suffer it, and it's not a good thing to have. But doing the co-op and running the filters. The funnels, not filters, funnels, I'll get it right, is a very clever way of marketing. It's a very effective way of marketing, getting out to a lot of people. A lot of people say, oh, Facebook's the best way. No, it's not really. It's actually not a good way at all, because Facebook is oversaturated with crappy programs, and other programs, you know, good programs as well, I'm sure. But with crappy little programs that just die on you. And it's happening over and over and over and over again. It's just happening too much with that happening. So so Facebook's sort of oversaturated. So people on Facebook who like to do programs, a lot of you are really paranoid these days, and I can totally get where you're coming from. That's why I made Bitcoin Ascension, because I'm too scared to jump into anything else, to be honest, unless I've got some say in how it goes. It's every man and his dog, and if they see another program, they join that and they go, oh, I can do that better, and then they just try and copy the program instead of making the program they're in work. Don't get why they do that. Well, actually, I do get why I do that, but I don't like being harsh on my lives with people. It's basically common greed, and they want to be first. I understand in needing to make money, don't get me wrong, and things like that. So. And I've had a few people over the years, a few people have come to me and they've said, you know, oh, this program we're in, it better work, you know, because I've got to pay my bills and I'm broke and things like that. And I'm saying, well, before you join this program, the program they joined in, they were still broke and having trouble paying the bills. Yet when the program is not going fast enough for them or it's broken down, they blame the program for their financial problems. But they already had those financial problems when they came in. So never blame a program for your financial trouble. You already had that financial trouble, okay? Keep things in perspective. As we know with Bitcoin Ascension, I've never said it was a get-rich-quick scheme. Mathematically, it can be. It can be very, very quick, with the numbers coming in. You just imagine everyone just saying, yeah, sure, because, it's an easy program. Everyone just going, yeah, sure. No one needs to recruit. Everyone just goes, yeah, sure. And they come in and bang, look at that. Look what we're doing. That's how simple it actually is. And I laugh to myself sometimes. People create drama out of nothing, I guess, sometimes, or I think they watch too many of those soap operas on TV sometimes, and they're expecting something to happen and something to go wrong, and a lot of time it does. And you get a lot of program owners, if you know who they are. Most of the time with these programs, you don't know even who the owner is, and it can be a fake profile, even if they give you a name finally. It's really difficult to know what out there is good and everything like that. But you just think, something like this has been around. Plenty of people saying, hey, look, the owner's honest, it's transparent, we're having fun, we have a bigger goal than just a matrix. We have a much bigger goal than that, and something far more important, which will be, obviously, as we all know, is ending a lot of suffering in the world, and helping ourselves as well, because we're suffering to a smaller degree than a lot of other places. I always go through life thinking someone's always got it worse than me, so I should always appreciate what I do have, not what I don't have, right? Okay, so keep that attitude in mind when you're doing things. But you just imagine everyone you're talking to, yeah, sure, okay, why not? What's it going to hurt? $30-40. It's not going to hurt. Might as well try it out. Now, if everyone said yes, bang, we're done. That's how simple it is. And people like to make things not simple, but that's exactly how simple it is. It really, really is. And that's why we wouldn't have to work so hard if everyone was just a little more agreeable. But of course, there's a lot of distrust in the world these days, and I can understand why and everything like that. But the reason we're really going to take off is because down the track, even months down the track and everything like that, people are going to still see that Bitcoin Ascension is still there. It's still advertising, that people are still happy, people are still getting paid. As I said, we're averaging over 100 people a month getting paid. Now, we can increase that tenfold quite easily, if we all work together. So it's up to you. The matrix can only do so much. I can only do so much. It does take everyone to be able to do it and make it the success it is. But the funnel, getting back to the funnel, very sidetracked sometimes, but getting back to the funnel is a very effective way of recruiting and getting people in and understanding what we're all about. Our Facebook group is a very good way of showing people what we're all about, just from the posts and competitions and things like that. You can't all put all that into a post. We do competition, you list all the things. People won't read it all for a start. But with the funnels, very cost-effective way of doing it. It converts quite well usually, especially if you know what you're doing. Tom does know what he's doing with his funnels. He has a lot of success with his funnels, and I know a lot of people who do email marketing that are in Bitcoin Ascension, and they have success as well. And so if you haven't come into the co-op, even if you do some marketing and stuff, come into the co-op, guys. It's going to be you don't have to do anything, especially for the people who don't know how to do things and things like that. This is perfect for them. This is your perfect opportunity. And it's better than buying just more accounts all the time. Buying more accounts is great for you. It's a great way of doing things, and when you can, I would always recommend it. But putting one of those where you're going to make a payment into like buying an account, put it into the co-op and things like that, because we can keep running this for months and months and months and months. These funds, right? We just buy more and more clicks, advertise it freely as well, and things like that, and you'll get people coming in without having to really talk to them, because the emails do all that. And then, of course, they go to the site and it has the getting started, and that does all that. And, it's just a great way of doing it. It really, really is. As I said, Facebook is overrated. It really, really is overrated. YouTube is much more effective than Facebook, and so is are running funnels. They really, really are. It's a massive industry, the funnel industry, and if you know who to go through, which Tom does, you know, you get great results. So, and he's going for the highest tier of people, so we get the right people in who can afford it and get involved in things like that. So, in the next few months, you're going to see some changes. We'll still have the matrix, of course, but you're going to see some changes in here that will set Bitcoin Ascension apart from any program that you've seen. It's not going to be like anything. There's a lot of matrix programs out there and things like that now. There wasn't when I started. Funny, they're all the rage now. You know, we're trendsetters, I guess. I think Juliet called me a trendsetter once. So there's a lot of them out there all trying to do what we're doing. There's a lot of them out there failing to be able to do that. And what I feel really bad is, especially in the matrix system, it's not that the program closed down and goes scam. It just it didn't have what we have. You know, as I said, you can copy this sort of thing. It's not hard, but to actually make it workable, you really have to know what you're doing. So just throwing one up and unfortunately, and that's where the reputation for matrix. It's only the people at the top make money. That's if it only goes for a short time. The people at the top always make the money because they're in first, right? So, but a lot of them have died out already, and more pop up, you know, and they're dying out and things like that. They just don't get that traction because I guess they don't have the dedication, and they don't have this awesome group that I do. They got some of yous, I guess, but not all of yous. That makes all the difference, and that's why we're still here and still going, and while others have basically died. They don't. You can copy something, but there's just some things you can't copy, you know, and that's why I'm really happy with Bitcoin Ascension. But in the next couple of months, you're going to see that it's not even a matrix program anymore. I mean, it'll still have the matrix in it, but Bitcoin Ascension is going to be so much more. We're going to be doing things that have never been done by a program, okay? Like a program, these programs you see, matrix programs, never been done before. What we're going to be doing. That's how excited it is, and that's how excited I am. And there's a lot of work we've got to prepare. And the reason I can't tell you, and I'm not trying to tease you, believe me, but there's quite a few. There's a few members in Bitcoin Ascension that have been here for quite a while, who have made their own programs from watching what we're doing, right? And that's fair enough. Okay, that's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. But that's why I'm not giving away, because I am not going to have you guys, If I let the cat out of the bag, I'm trying to word this right. If I let the cat out of the bag and someone else copies it before us, then they're first to it, and if they don't do it right, they really screw it up. So when we do bring it out, no one wants to go anywhere near it or anything like that. So, but the things I'm bringing over the next couple aren't other matrices or anything like that. This is something different to that. But this is what's going to set Bitcoin Ascension apart from most of the programs that you see online. Okay, so be really excited about that, but I'll keep it close to my chest until I basically got the things I want to get set up and about to hit the launch button, and then I'll tell you, and that way no one can sort of beat us to the punch, because I want the best for my members of Bitcoin Ascension, and of course with what we'll be bringing in will actually help charities so much. It's going to be very, very exciting. So yeah, be really happy about that, guys, because you'll go, how did he think of that? It's not just me, believe me. You know, I'm not all the brains around here, but how did they execute that? How did they get that done? I've never seen that done before, and that's why it'll work, because it's never been done before. People who show innovation and programs that show innovation, businesses and things like that show innovation with what they do, and they have a goal apart from just making money, right? They have a real goal, and ours is obviously to end suffering and poverty and things like that. They will excel. So if you're thinking, you know, should I get into Bitcoin Ascension? If you're in the group right now, on the group page, and you haven't joined us yet, you really, really do want to join us, because you're not going to find anything like what we're going to be doing anywhere. We're really flipping, you know, everything on its head, and we're going to show the world how a program should be, and why it's worth going online. You know, when you went online to find programs to earn extra money and things like that, and you know, and some you won, most you failed. Well, you know, you lost, you didn't fail, but the program did, and things like that. This is what you came on. I'm believing this is what you would have come on to look for, is something like Bitcoin Ascension. This is the way programs should be, and with the innovation we're going to be bringing in. Yeah, it's just so exciting. I can't talk about it enough, and I've probably talked about it too much, so my lives go very long for that reason, because I really love what I do, and so I really want people to understand, so I talk a lot. So I sort of apologise for that. It's not because I think anyone's thick or anything, it's just I really want you to understand where I'm coming from, because belief in anything you're doing makes the job so much easier, okay? So really believe in what we're doing. So, okay, so that's why the funnels are important, and that's why the co-op's important. Tom's done a lot of work on them. I reckon we should show our support by putting the clicks in. It's going to benefit all of us, and that's the fun thing about funnel, especially with Bitcoin Ascension being one link. So everyone will succeed, but you know, get stuck in on that co-op, guys. As I said, don't use your rent money or anything like that, but you know, give what you can. As I said, the more people that do it, the cheaper it is in terms of from everyone, and the more we can get done. It's not about how much money you put in, it's the numbers. It's always been the numbers of people coming in, helping the people and suffering. It's the numbers. We get it up to a certain number, and I think I might have found another way of doing things which will help the charities even faster, which is really exciting. And hopefully that's only a few weeks away from fruition. So yeah, I can't wait. I'll be meeting up with Tom tomorrow, and we're going to go see our accountant to set up something else as well, and talk to her. And it's always a pleasure going over there. And the lady really knows her business, and she understands crypto so well. That's the important thing. She understands all this sort of thing. So and her ideas, she's a very, very wise lady. So so we love going over there and chatting to her, and we learn a lot ourselves. And so yeah, I'm really excited, and I can't wait to tell you. So I burst. I really want to tell you everything that I'm doing, but it's because of the people who try and get away with doing things cheaply because they couldn't come up with their own ideas to save their lives. You know, that really spoils it, and I'd love to be telling you on the spot what we're going to be doing. Hey, we're going to release this in a month, you know, and I can't do that anymore, and that's sad. That's sad, because what we're trying to do is end suffering, and what other people are trying to do is just line their own pockets. Not all of them, okay, I'm not having to go at everyone, but that's what a lot of these programs that pop up are about. It's a way to make some quick money, and they're gone again, you know, or it dies out because they don't put the work in. So, yep, so I can't say it enough. Co-op, thank you for all the people who have donated. Well, not donated, but paid in. You haven't donated, really, you've paid in. Because it's like you advertising, but you don't have to do any of the work. It's the best thing in the world for you. If you don't really want to put, or you can't put the work in because you work so hard and things like that at your 9 to 5 and everything like that, co-op's brilliant idea. You know, it's how we all band together and get things done. But if we can get 10,000 clicks, 20,000 clicks, 30,000 clicks over time, awesome, absolutely awesome. And they'll convert. Believe me, they'll convert, because we've been around more than the 3 months, so people are a little more. Oh, okay, this is it, and, you know, and then they might do a bit of research on it and things like that, and they'll go to YouTube. Remember, all these people go to YouTube to look up Bitcoin Ascension. We've got a lot of good videos on there, and we want them to see that a lot of people have viewed and a lot of people have commented and liked on those videos, and that's why I say that's important. As I said, better than Facebook, to be honest. It's where people get a real sense of feeling on what a program's about, you know, because Facebook's saturated with everything else. Although we sort of saturate Facebook. Some days I look at my newsfeed, all I can see is Bitcoin Ascension ads, and I want to see more of that. I really do. It's something you cannot give up on doing, something that you have to keep doing, because people will see us over the months and over the months and over the months. And they're still there, they're still working, they're still happy. You know, I've got to check this out. and that's what it's all about, bringing those people in, ending the suffering, and helping ourselves at the same time. Okay, so that's enough on the funnels, and I know most of the call's been about that, but really it's a very exciting thing, and if you're not excited about the co-op and the funnels being run, you're mad. You really, really are mad. And if you don't understand what a funnel is, look at one of my other lives. I think I did one like yesterday, day before, and I explained what a funnel was. So it's basically making a little website. People come, they put their information in, we send them out emails telling them all about Bitcoin Ascension, where to join, how to join, why we're so great. Our Facebook group pages in the emails as well. They come and see, and they join. That's basically all it is in a funnel. And Tom's gone through the clicks, and he showed you today on a live earlier of him actually buying the clicks, which is really a good way, especially in the group sort of thing. So you trust what we're doing is the right thing. And he showed that he bought the clicks and everything like that through the PayPal. So exciting stuff. Let's see, what else I've got to talk about? Well, the testimonial competition is still going. It's only been going, this week. And I've already got, I think about a dozen testimonials, video testimonials. I'm going to have to put them all on the line. I'll write down everyone's name that brought one in. Gary Phillips, gave me the one from when he did it the other day. And that's a really, really good one. A lot of respect for Gary Phillips. He's one guy who really does work with people. And he had an idea as well. He says that if you watch his testimonial when it's released, it might already be released on his YouTube maybe. But, he wanted to do something that was spectacular. This is before Bitcoin Ascension. And he got in and they went in a different way. And, of course, it didn't work. So he really wants seeing Bitcoin Ascension, and had knowing me for a few years too helped him in his decision to join, and he really, really wants to bring thousands of people in because he said finally there's something around that's great. But we've had some great testimonials. As I said, I talked about Chris Hodges, remember the name, his, and Randy as well. Really a good one by Randy. Let's see, there's Clive's. I did watch yours, Clive, and it was very, very good. Thank you very much. It was a very good one. Kath Foster did one, and Kath's also another one like Chris, who she's great at making the videos and things like that, but in terms of she doesn't do lives and she doesn't go on camera and things like that. So and that was a really, really good one as well, what she did. So fantastic stuff there. Who else did one today and they've never done one before? There's been a few that have never done it before, and as I said, I'm terrible with names, so I'll remember them after the call and go, that's the name, okay. So you know who you are, okay, because they've been sending them to me. And Helen was another one, Helen Buckley, I think. I'm hoping. Buckley, I haven't got the name right. She's done one as well from the UK. The UK are really representing in a lot of these. They're really stepping up. I think Australia and the US and the rest of the country is going to have to start working a bit harder, I think, because the UK are really stepping forward and showing the way. And we can't have that now, can we? No, we can't. Can't let them have all the fun. So I think we've got to try and keep up with them. So that's awesome stuff though. So yeah, we've got some great live testimonials going. We'll group them together. We'll put them obviously in the category, and they carry a lot of weight as well. Where, as I said, a lot of people research YouTube. First thing they want to look for is testimonials. They want to hear from people and things like that. And that's not always proof of payment. So, so some good stuff there. So I dare say I was going to run it for about 2 weeks. I dare say it'll probably be finished before the 2 weeks is up. But I will run it for the 2 weeks for people wanting to get in. Remember, if we get more than 20 testimonials, then I'm just going to pick the most genuine 20, and those people will win accounts and things like that. So that's what I mean when you're doing your testimonial. Make sure it's real and from the heart, and that's a good thing. And anyone can enter. Even I could enter, I guess. But but me being the founder and stuff like that, no one ever believes their live testimonials because they think we're full of it. So so now that's going really, really well. So yeah, a lot happening and a lot to happen in the next coming weeks and things like that. and Tom will do updates on the amount of clicks we've had, and all the other statistics that go with that, to show you how it's going, and that way you're up to date with what's going on, and you can learn a bit at the same time. And I know Clive Anderson does a lot, and Barbara does a lot of email marketing as well. So they're good people to talk to as well if you want to know about that sort of stuff. And Tom's brilliant, but it's not always easy to catch him on Facebook, is it? No, it's not. I was talking to him about, so we can wrap this up. I was talking to him about having a trader for people to be able to buy Bitcoin if they need it. Like, you've just made a wallet, but you've got to wait 3 days to get some money in and stuff like that, about getting a reliable trader. And he said, well, it might be all right if he does it himself. So, but he won't be making himself available on Facebook for it. He'll probably create a WhatsApp. He's already on WhatsApp, but he might create a WhatsApp group or something like that. So we might do that to be able to contact him, sort of thing, if we need to buy Bitcoin. I don't know what his fees are, and because you can't do it for nothing, to be honest, because you've got to pay, your transfer fees and things like that, and there can be drops and fluctuations in Bitcoin. But I'm sure they're not going to be high or anything, but I'll find out, because I've got a, as I said, meeting up with him tomorrow. So I'll find out all those little details, and we'll make a post out of it, and we might make a little WhatsApp group if you want to join the WhatsApp group, if you need to buy Bitcoin and things like that. So so Tom will help us out there. At least you're going to get it, because I know where he lives, so you'll know you know he's going to pay it. So that's all right. But I'd rather have someone from within BA that we can trust to be able to do that than picking some random person who says, yeah, sure, I can do it, and you never see your money again. So we don't want that happening. So I know someone was asking about it the other day, Rosemary Ashford. There you go, I remembered her name. Rosemary Ashford was asking if we have a trader. Well, but technically we basically do. So I'll get Tom organised with that and ask him some details tomorrow, and then I'll make a post about it. We should be able to put the WhatsApp number or something in there so you can get onto WhatsApp and things like that. We already have many groups in WhatsApp. You think, gee, there's not a lot of people. A lot of people are in WhatsApp, and they advertise through there and other places as well. It's not just Facebook we advertise on, and the funnels is a perfect example. It's what you call basically a silent recruiter. Because you don't have to advertise all over the place. You're not allowed, it's already set up, and it's basically autopilot stuff, and that's why you want to be in it. Okay, I think that's everything. Get out there juicing the posts and things like that, and comment here if you have anything you want me to talk about in my lives. That's a good way of doing it too. That way, I'm answering what you want to answer. Remember, if you've got someone who's interested and wants to talk to me about joining Bitcoin Ascension, instead of doing the prospect calls, it's just certain times and certain days. I'm just going to be available anytime you guys need me, as long as I'm awake. Obviously, it's a bit hard to talk to people when I'm asleep. But, yeah, so I'll do Zoom calls with people so you can get them involved, and I'll send you a link when you need it, and we'll go from there. But I'll get going now. Love you all very, very much. I'll let you know how the meeting goes tomorrow, and we've got to get some things rolling, and very excited about that. So I'll talk to you all again tomorrow, and I'll catch up with you. There you go. I will, finally. And I'm going to bed. So I'll be going to bed in a few minutes, because I've got to be up early to get young Thomas. Okay, catch you all later. Bye-bye.